my Inspired by Stamping friends, and welcome to the August newsletter. This month we're going to share a few tips and tricks on our stamp sets and what to do when you receive your package in the mail and how exciting that is. There's a few tricks that I like to share with you of how I prep and prime my stamp sets to get them ready for perfect inking. There's a few myths that's been going around on the internet, and I just wanted to clarify a few things too. Our stamp sets are photopolymer stamp sets. When they're manufactured, they are washed with a soap, and then they are rinsed off too. But the thing is that sometimes there is a leftover soapy residue or photopolymer residue on your stamp set. So when you first get them, sometimes, not all stamp sets are going to do this now, just a few. It depends on the day of manufacturing or what's going on. So what we want to share with you is how to prep them, get them ready for perfect stamping, and how to ink them perfectly so you get a beautiful image with whatever ink that you are using. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you how I do it. Now this is a little bit different. I don't know if this is the right way, or you might have a better technique. I do know that you can Versamark it with your stamp sets, and I also know that you can use Staz-On too. But what I find is that this way works perfect every single time. I never have issues with my stamp sets at all, and I thought you'd enjoy having a sneak peek at what I do. I'm in the kitchen today, but what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you how I stamp. So I'm excited to share with you. I'll see you in a little bit. So here we have the Mason Jars Add-on 3 stamp set, and this is what it comes in. Looks just like this, and then on the other side it has been printed label on it so you can see which stamp sets that you want to grab. And what you do is what I do is you open them up, and I'm going to share with you first what it looks like to not prime your stamp set. I'm going to ink that up first, and then I'm going to share with you what the difference is. So you ink it up, and this is just if you grabbed it out, and it'll still ink up pretty nicely. It just won't have the beautiful, as you can see, it kind of bubbles, and then we're going to stamp. And it looks okay. It's not that bad, but it still doesn't ink up very well. Here, I'll lift it up so you guys can have a really good look. You can see that. See how it just doesn't quite adhere in these little areas? It's kind of bubbly. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to quickly clean my stamp set. I'm going to put it back. And what I end up doing is taking an eraser, and this is what I use. I use this kind of click eraser. These work really good for me. And then I just go over the whole entire stamp set with it. Just like that. And I do it to every single one of them. And don't be afraid to just, rough it up. And this, what it does is creates little tiny roughing edges into it, grooves, and it helps the ink adhere just a wee little bit better, as I'll share with you in just a little bit. And after we get done doing this, we'll do it to every single one. We're going to wash them. So I'll meet you over in my kitchen sink, and I'll share with you how I wash my stamps. All right, friends, we're back again. Here's a beautiful view of my kitchen sink as we're in the kitchen right now. And I have gone through, and it looks pretty yucky right now, but I've got all sorts of eraser marks and everything on it. So what I end up doing is I end up taking them off, each one. And I get a little soap, and then what I do, I just wash them. And I wash every single one of them, just like so. And then just keep washing them. It gets all the eraser goo off of them. And the butterfly one. And then after you're done, just rinsing them off and washing them a little bit, getting all the goo off of them. And make sure that you really kind of just scrub it with your fingers to make sure everything comes off. What you're going to do is you're going to let them dry, and then we're going to ink them up. we'll be back again. Okay, we're back again. This time we have our nicely new clean butterflies. It's been dried. It's got a stickiness back. And if you ever find that while you're stamping with your stamps and they lose the stickiness, do the same thing, except of course don't you do the eraser, but just grab some soap, some dish soap. I use organic soap because we live in the rainforest and we use all organic products up here. Just grab some dish soap, give it a wash, give it a rinse, and then let it dry, and it will stick perfectly again. It'll be better than new. So we'll ink this up. And again, this is our first stamp image, and now we're going to do our second. Now hopefully you will see a very big difference, and this is what it looks like, all beautifully inked. And then there you go. Wow, what a difference. Just like that. And I'll take a picture of this too so you guys can see how great that looks. So I hope that you've enjoyed our August tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed this month's newsletter, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you the August release in a couple days. Thanks so much for stopping by. See you later. Okay, where do I put my hands? Hello, my Inspired by Stamping friends, and welcome to Woohoo Wednesday. Oh, it's not! Maggie, go lay down. Go lay down.